Okay, this is Western Approach, take 2. I went ahead and booked the hotel in Baltimore. I've got 2 chances of making it across the bay. So I'm waiting for the bus at this Tractor Supply. Bus should be here pretty soon. I'm just waiting for the bus. Western Approach, take 2 is now underway. There's not really much to see right now, but I have confirmed that this is a planned connection with the county transit this time. So hopefully in about 3 hours I'll be heading across the bay. It's dark, so it's a little hard to see, but we are heading across this huge bridge. We just crossed the drawbridge. Man, we're moving. It's, yeah, I tell you, any drawbridge foamers out there should definitely come to the eastern shore of Maryland, because there are drawbridges everywhere. There's also dollar stores everywhere, so it'd be a paradise for any dollar store foamers, if that's a thing. Sun's starting to come up. There's a lot of farming in this part of Maryland. Yep, I just saw a bunch of Trump signs. Fortunately, the camera didn't catch them. Anyway, and that's a perfect segue into this segment. You see, it obviously needs to be mentioned that these fields, even where there's homes and industry now, this area was a lot more agricultural 150 years ago. And of course, this is not far from where Frederick Douglass was held as a slave and frequently tortured, along with hundreds of thousands of other kidnapped Africans. And even the very road we're driving on was probably started by slave labor. So, yeah. You very much feel the scars of the injustice of slavery to this day on the eastern shore. These counties all voted for the Dark Lord of the MAGA this year and 4 years ago and 6 years ago too. It's very tragic all the way around, which is why, for those from marginalized communities need to make the escape to Ocean City, I would recommend I would definitely recommend the northern approach, as you spend less time in these MAGA hellhole counties. But, we're coming up on my stop. All of the counties in Delaware voted Democratic in the last several elections, and you will find made it to the, I didn't see the bus or the stop, so I was a little bit confused. And goodbye, DCT. But on a positive note, DCT has treated me right. I wonder what that fascist pig over there wants. Anyway, so, yeah, water tower here. Got that star on top of it. I've never seen that before. Kind of cool. So, yeah, and just waiting for the next bus out of here, and hopefully in a little while, I'll be on my way across the bay. Get my ticket out of here. Gotta ride the bus for another hour.
Yeah, 8 will be here. I gotta do the loop and come back.
Yet another drawbridge for the drawbridge foamers. This is not the...
Were you at the stop at 6:15 this morning up there?
Oh, bus. Finally got my ticket out of this hell that I've been trapped in. I boarded the Annapolis bus at the park and ride under the Kent Island Bridge. From there, I was hoping to be headed to Annapolis relatively soon. Unfortunately, as it turned out, there would be multiple deviations all over Kent Island. It took a considerable amount of time. To make matters worse, the driver was playing MAGA propaganda from talk radio. It was very annoying and uncomfortable. I was, however, happy to see that Maryland had constructed all of these pedestrian bridges over the swamps and the small rivers on Kent Island to help people get around. It was very nice to see, especially in these ridiculously MAGA counties. As we turned onto 50, traffic was relatively light. And goodbye, Eastern Shore. We're heading straight for the bridge. Okay, we're on the bridge now. This is gonna get real here in a minute. Man, this bridge is bumpy as hell. There is a little mound of dirt that we pass over before we go onto the main span. This is just a preview. Actually, it might be more than just a mound. We've made it to the bridge. Two days to finally get here. Here we go. Man, this bridge is bumpy as hell. I mean, it's just kind of unbelievable that they require a county transit bus is the only bus across this darn bridge. Well, it's not technically the only one. There is a Maryland commuter bus that leaves stupid early, but it's not really practical to catch it. You can't transfer. So we're in these steel trusses. Going up over the shipping channel. It'd be really cool if there was a big boat down there when we go over. that shipping channel marker out there. Man, these expansion joints are rough. Man, my goodness. This bridge is in rough shape. There we go, and now we're on the suspension portion of the bridge. Went across the cable stay bridge. Whoa. Crud, there's too much glare. Just have to stick with this view. There's too much glare out the back. Just past the second tower, and now we've got that big curve that this bridge is kind of notorious for. All right, the end of the western approach is in sight. Solid ground in just a second here. We did it. This proved to be a pretty substantial bridge too. Church Circle. It's one of the main transit hubs here in Annapolis. Right, there it goes. So I'm gonna head over to the visitor center real quick, and then I'm gonna try and get my tail to Baltimore. Okay, I made it aboard the 70. We're heading up to the light rail now. About to come last leg of this odyssey. 2 more legs, and this 2-day ordeal will be over. Sure are a lot of, I think they said that's the college. So yes. Sorry, I'm too tired to really properly explain what's going on here. This bus is pretty similar to the one. Pretty good sized bridge. Boy, the bridge foamers must love
Road Boulevard and
Baltimore.
College Avenue.
They don't have a screen which announces it with the listing of stops like Dart did, but they do have audio announcements, so you should be able to, as long as you write down where you need to stop, you should be able to find it. We're heading over this rather large bridge. What river this is, but it's a big one. I didn't really record much on the 70. It was just an endless stream of depressing urban sprawl. I guess, that is an MTA bus, so it might actually be, so you could make an argument that that's Maryland MTA, not New York, of course. But yeah, you could make an argument that I did in fact ride a Baltimore commuter, a bus, oh my god, I'm that tired, a Maryland commuter bus. Anyway, so this is the Baltimore light rail, and this is, we're about to head out over the bay. We're going under probably 95 right now. Passing by the Horseshoe Casino. Never mind, you fill in the rest. No idea what that is. There's where the Baltimore Ravens play.
This station is Hamburg Street.
The kind of situation you don't want to be in when you're riding transit. A little signal priority would go a long way in this situation. Finally, we're moving again. That's just kind of crazy. That's lovely. Okay. Oh my gosh, it almost happened again. Really cool. This is some old railway infrastructure. Looks like they're in the process of bringing it back. Apparently that's going to be marked, so that's probably going to be under diesel power, unfortunately, at least for quite a while. But yeah, this old wall, you can actually still see soot from the steam engines. And it should definitely be noted that original trench, that those old blocks were probably stacked by enslaved Africans.
North Avenue.
So yeah, you can understand if people have mixed feelings about them using that infrastructure. bit of a minor glitch here. Got the subway station and the actual Penn station mixed. Some people got the subway station and the actual Penn station mixed up and sent me the wrong way. So now, so that's the bad news. The good news is that the good news is I'll get my Baltimore transit credit, Baltimore City Transit credit here in a few minutes. So that's always good to pick up a new transit credit. It's going to be the Gold Line to St. Paul. It's close to that's close to Penn Station. That'll get me where I need to go. So more people are showing up, so I think the bus is probably going to be here soon. And the best part is we're even going to have a dedicated right-of-way here. Kind of odd, they have bus and bike in the same space. I'm not really sure that's such a great idea, but I guess it's better than having cars and bikes in the same lane, right? I haven't been on a meaningful bus-only lane since I was in Richmond on the Pulse way back in 2023. So, yeah, good job, Baltimore. Four Eyes. The western approach is finished. Wow. What a nightmare. Well, it's all over now. Well, not quite, but I just got to get checked in, and then that'll be that. Okay.